What do you like about carnival? Carnival. What do you admire about carnival? We festival. Well, there's some things I admire when them bacchanal is on fire. La boca with on the road, people in skimpy clothes. Oh God, that's when I admire muscles and figures. I like it when they whining down, the way they took their big bottom. I think from creation, that is what tempted Adam. So don't worry with them if they say you vulgar, baby. Must you playing, baby? Must you playing? I like it when you cock up in the air. Must you playing? Must you playing? I'll enjoy it when you come a little closer. Wine on me, darling. I just love that feeling. That's what I like about carnival. That's what I like about carnival. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like about carnival. Carnival, baby, wine it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it. Left side, right side, inside, back side, move your back side, check your back side. Mass, mass, mass. What do you like? Jumping in a van with plenty woman. That's what I like. It's the center of the van, jamming to Calypso Jans. Well, there's something I can't get over when TK and swinging stars on fire and the place start to overheat. And white jamming to the beat. Oh God, look mass, an explosion of beautiful woman. I don't care if they have big belly, I still see glamour and beauty. That is how the Father made them. So I love every one of them. So don't worry with them if they say you vulgar. It's mass you playing, baby, mass you playing. I like it when you cock up in the air. Mass you playing, mass you playing. I'll enjoy it when you come a little closer. Why not me, darling? I just love that feeling. That's what I like about carnival. That's what I like about carnival. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like about carnival. Carnival. Wine it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it. Left side, right side, inside, back side, the inside. Check your back side. Check your back side. How do you feel? 2 years with no mass and we back with a blast. Well, I had a GP, but Colleen XP gave me therapy. One more chance to be together. Let's make it one to remember. Playing with mass till all the band pass. Look mass with class. Good things don't last forever. I like it when they pushing back and man launching his attack. But one thing I can't deny, my carnival, she's always by my side. So don't worry with them if they say you vulgar. It's mass you playing, baby, mass you playing. I like it when you cock up in the air. Mass you playing, baby, mass you playing. I'll enjoy it when you come a little closer. Why not me, darling? I just love that feeling. That's what I like about carnival.
Yeah.
What I like That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like about Carnival. Carnival.
Wow.
Wine it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it. Now move to the left side,
Eh?
move to the right side,
Uh,
the center side, the back side,
eh.
back side, the back side. Check your back
Ah,
side.
we ready, we
Jiggle
ready,
it,
we ready, we
jiggle
ready,
it,
we ready, we
jiggle it,
ready, we ready, we
jiggle it,
ready.
jiggle it, jiggle it.
We ready, we ready. Oh my God. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Okay. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Drop a comment, drop something. Let me know that you dare, you dare, you dare, you dare, you dare. The healer is in the house already, already. The healer is in the healer. Make sure you have your headphones on. We don't no kind of feedback. We don't no kind of tie up there today. We don't no kind of tie up in this spot today. Yes, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. I am so excited to bring you guys another Calypso Uncensored. Let me know if if you're hearing me okay, loud and clear. Drop a note, drop a flag. Let me know where you're locked in from. Let me know where you're tuned in from. Guess who's in the house joining me? What's up?
Chill.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just excited, and I suspect you are as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Man, I just dropped the new one by Observer.
Huge.
That is hot. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
my
is.
backside was inside, outside, right side, backside. Like the song just dropped. We like just. It
Yeah,
just
instant.
dropped
Yeah,
couple
that's what they
hours
call
ago.
it. Instant catch. Instant catch. That is a huge song, and I think it's going to be very impacting. Yeah.
How are you, Alex?
Great. Wonderful. Fabulous. Fantastic. Nice to be here.
I almost want to be like Wendy. How you doing? It's good. It's good. It's good to have you join me here on Calypso Uncensored. I believe that I needed to get somebody on with me, especially. Well, we spoke a little bit about this, especially considering you are you're a well-oiled machine when it comes to Calypso. So you
Yeah.
know everything you need that needs to be known. And if I skip a bit, if I miss something, you will catch me on it. So you there to carry me today? You carrying me today, Alex?
All the time, anytime, every
I'm
time,
a
no
figures,
problems.
Alex. You think you gonna carry me?
You remember Trendsetter last year, man?
Yes,
Figures, man.
yes, I
If
have
you
figures.
we good, man. We good. We good. You good.
I just wanna, I will before we continue, I just want to big up, the sponsors who are making this possible for us.
Yeah.
I wanna big them up in such a special way, and say thank you so much to them for coming on board and supporting this initiative. I just wanna let's see if we can get our sponsors. These are some of our sponsors. Just want to say thank you very much in a big way for coming on board and really really helping us out and making this show possible. So big up to you, SurePay. Big up to you, Easy Barrels out there in New York. Those of you who need to get your barrels, get it in time. And also want to say big up to KFC. There's a promotion that drops tomorrow. Perfect pairs, $20 each. That's dropping at KFC tomorrow. Just want to say thank you very much to them in a special way for making this possible. Alex, I am happy to have you here. I am happy to have
Good.
all of the followers and the viewers, those of you who follow me, those of you who love the show, those of you who appreciate the show. I want to say thank you very much to you for joining us today. Alex, what we have in store for them?
Good stuff. Just let me know. Just bring it in. I mean, we're just here to make it happen. It's uncensored, so it's uncensored stuff.
Nou sa di sa nou vle, se lang nou. Oy, oy,
Authenticated,
oy.
uncensored stuff.
Si yo fache, kwache.
Let me know. The thing about it is, I think Calypsonians are thick skin enough because they sing about people. Sometimes you got to talk about them too.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, man, just
mm-hmm.
keep it real. But we can't go wrong with whatever you do, JL, because I think you have the right tempo for that program.
You
And the
think
good,
so?
right? And Yeah, man, the right tempo and the
Like
knowledge
too
as well.
loud
You know
town,
your guys.
like too loud town. I know my calypso.
Nah, nah, nah,
I know my calypso.
nah, nah,
I
nah.
know. I've come a long way. We were talking about that last night.
Yes,
We had a late
yeah.
night with Alex and JL, AJ. That's my father's
But,
initial.
but
we had
oh
we had
boy.
late night with AJ, Alex and JL. We were testing the live last night. Very late.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was
like what time?
1 o'clock or so. We went to
Midnight.
yeah. No.
And they were like, we had people
Yes.
on, interacting with us, and sharing and talking and asking questions. And I was very surprised that at so late in the night, people would be on, vain our business. Um,
Yeah.
but we got to speaking a little bit and sharing a little bit and just talking about Calypso and our journey, my individual journey, because I've come a long way, in terms of the whole Calypso, me not liking
Yeah.
Calypso at one point in my life, to now
Many
having
people.
such an appreciation to the point I probably would even perform. If somebody writes a song for
Exactly.
me, I should say.
Which we're getting your song for next year for sure.
What do you think you want to talk about? What do you think you would be great
Mm,
for me
a
to?
song. I mean, it's just a song about. I don't know. What would you like to sing about?
I don't know anything that's masked. So for anything my way, I in that. Anything you want to give me, I'll take it. Why?
Okay.
Anything.
Okay, Madam J. We'll see. I hope when you get this song, you can carry it.
Carry what? You don't think I can carry it?
The song, of course. Well, I'm not too sure because you might say I'm afraid of that song.
Figures. You don't just finish them. I have figures.
Okay.
Tidy. I have figures. I want to
Figures.
big up the Lecoqs, the Lecoq people, GBA Enterprise. Big up yourself. Thank you so very much for coming on board with us in such a huge way, as well as Bloombox, who is also on board with us. I mean, everybody on board with us. See, everybody on board with us.
Nice.
We want to take a short pause for their cause,
Mm-hmm.
and share with you some information. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking. We have the healer. He coming to heal us. I suspect he's coming to touch us. Are you ready to get
Uh,
touched, Alex?
yeah, man. I am. Hila is an interesting guy. Let's see.
The ESP TM2 is a simple, flexible, reliable irrigation controller. Available in 4, 6, 8, and 12 station indoor and outdoor models, the ESP TM2 is the perfect option for basic residential solutions. Building upon Rainbird's legacy of the intelligent use of water, this controller offers simple water-saving features that you will actually use. With the flexibility of 3 programs and 4 start times available per program, you can tailor your watering schedule to fit your landscape's unique needs. One-touch manual watering options, seasonal adjustments, and other features make this one of the most user-friendly controllers ever. The ESP TM2 controller.
All right, and we're back. We back.
Yeah, man.
We coming back. We back. And what happened, Alex? You're fixing your clothes, man.
Yeah, I guess I have to look as presentable as you do, JL. Remember, the competition title.
Baka compete uno para sa no no no
and
no
I
no.
and I suspect we exchange notes. I see a little color coordination going there. You know what I'm saying?
You were probably on my. Everything working today. All you hear me, clear, no black, nothing, everything crisp. Hey,
I suspect that is your favorite song.
like I said, we had this discussion. What is your favorite calypso so far this season? Drop a line. Let us know. Drop your favorite calypso. What you really feeling? I like the who have, who don't have. I like that one. That one take me. Alex.
I I like all calypsos as long as
Share the live, guys. Share the live. We have the healer. The healer is stopping by right about now. We want to welcome him to Uncensored. You ready, Alex? Ready for the healer?
but of course, of course.
You ready for us? Hi, Fire.
Hi. Hi, good afternoon, JL. Hi, good afternoon, Alex. How are you doing?
Great file. Nice to see
Good.
you.
I'm excited to be on. I want to say special good afternoon to the viewing public of Calypso Uncensored. I just want to say special good afternoon to each and every one of you. And I'm excited to be on with you to have a discussion about Calypso, all things Calypso. When you hear Carnival, you hear Calypso.
Indeed.
We ready? Come ready. Why you
Boy,
shine at the
Always.
turtles? You know you
the
shine at the
man sharp.
turtles.
The man sharp like a razor. And look at that. Look at the color. Look at the color coordination. It continues, man.
The palette is palatable. Eh?
Yeah. But Fire, congratulations, man. Last night that song, the Stardom song, I think you did justice to that song. Did you write it by any way?
No, that one was written by Arthur Bassi Pascal, and I was just given responsibility of making it happen.
Wow. Boy, you sang that song well. I think you sang that song better than your song that you sang after. I think. I think. It was a
He tried to
huge.
have you untidy, man.
No, not untidy.
Never
I
that, never
mean,
that. It's uncensored. Let's talk. Let's talk.
no man. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, it was a huge performance. I really like it. Are you going to sing it every weekend? I mean, every tent?
The idea is to have more Calypsonians come on board. This was just the first set, so I led for the first night. But the idea is to have more Calypsonians singing a probably a verse or two, a line or two. But the idea is, as we are celebrating 50 years of Stardom Calypso, that we have this new anthem, if you will, for Stardom, to ensure that we sort of solidify the idea that we are one big happy family. And it's a pleasure to be a part of the Stardom family. I want to say good afternoon to those of them who are listening right now. Hello, guys. And of course, well, you will be seeing some more from us on Saturday, who will be singing and who will be just enjoying the vibes.
Hey, bet that started my ready there. We boy today there.
Always,
The
always
man
ready,
sharp. The man
always
sharp.
ready.
Jill, did you hear him? Did you hear that song? Have you heard the song?
No, I have not. You want to do a little piece for us, Fire? Like do a little something for us now?
Okay, I'll sing the first verse for you guys. Well, the time is here again for Calypso, Stardom Calypso. All kind of tempo at Stardom Sailor Musical Show. Everyone is welcome. Hold my hand and come. Let's jam down at Stardom, at Stardom. Let's jam down. Hunter, Observer, Daddy Chess, the Kings will be there. Trilogy, Hunter, Caressa, they will be there. Luscious, SOS and Sour, the hopeless on fire. They deba pudeba, Stardom on fire. Stardom on fire. Ja!
Jill, I tell you, man, it was lit. Yeah.
Yes, lit indeed. That's the word indeed. And with the brass, and honestly, it was fun last night, celebrating the first night of 50 with Stardom.
And
Like on
Tasha P did the harmony, right? She was doing the backup vocals.
Yes.
Jill, it was really on last night. So
I
sorry,
missed
I had
it.
to
I was
get that in.
trying to put everything together because last week we had this show and we had some technical issues and we just wanted to make sure that everything was on point. Because I want to make sure that the Calypsonians really get to shine because a lot of folks in the diaspora will get to see this. A lot of times we hear Calypsonians and we don't even know who they are, you know, like, or what they look like. We just know the songs and we know we love them. And I remember the first time I saw Hurricane, I was like, me said I saw Hurricane. like I never put his face voice. So it's good for folks, outside, and not just outside of Dominica, but within Dominica as well, to get to see, the individuals and who they are, and hear them clearly. And I think we're having some really good audio today. So I'm really happy about that. I'm very pleased about that. And Fael, I just want you to kind of give us a sense of what was going on the grounds at Stardom Tent last night.
Well, you could feel the general excitement because it's been 2 years since we've been able to have the full complement of a Stardom Calypso show, secondary, of course, to the COVID-19 pandemic. And you could just see that the patrons were like hungry for the calypso. Some people was starting at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and some people were there all 7:30, 8 o'clock while the band's setting up. You see people sit down on their chairs, and it is the usuals, the Vados, the Esther at the front, ready getting set for the Stardom Calypso night. And of course, we saw persons coming in and just getting ready even way before the band and the Calypsonians were there. And once the night started, it was just fire in the place. From Calypsonian number one, Tasha P hit the stage and she put out that song. I think all of us, well, myself and Tasha, majority of us who performed last evening, was the first time the public was hearing this song live. So therefore, it was a bit of jitters, a little bit of excitement, and everybody was just having fun. And one thing about Stardom I love, we all support each other. So on the sidelines, you're seeing Calypsonians cheering each other on. When you finish singing, you're seeing some Calypsonians in the crowd dancing to the vibe. So you just saw um, some real vibes. And we had a opportunity last night through the Murphy John Jules, also known as Sai. He came out last night and presented a tribute to the late Solo. Anushwe, se Kanalvala, Anushwe. So he sang that song live last evening, and it was just phenomenal. I honestly I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about it because it felt so good to see each other once more live in person, breathing each other's air. I was amazing, honestly.
Wow. Wow.
Tell me.
Alex, I know he mentioned Solo, and we were talking about Solo last night.
Yeah. Solo is well, was it's difficult to speak about him in the past, but Solo was an amazing person, very very cordial and kind, soft-spoken gentleman, and a fierce Kaiso competitor. Solo is one of the three Calypsonians from Dominica to have won three crowns in a row. It's not easy to do, although Dice did it twice. Dice three-peat twice. So Dice is Dice is something else. I can tell you, Dice is not an easy guy on stage. But Solo is special that way, and he sang that song, that Mass in the Cemetery is a timeless song. Is a song that he wrote, I think, about a fire, which took the life of some very prominent young Dominican musicians in 1963, and he immortalized these guys in song. And that song is over 40 years, and it's never going to die. It's even going to get new life, and I'm hoping that at his burial, Sai would sing that song while his casket or coffin is going down. And I hope it's like not real mass, but I hope it's going to be like a Kaiso celebration when we finally put Solo to rest, and Swinging Stars hopefully the combo would be there playing live, and Sai should be singing that song, or a group of Calypso and Fael and others sing that song Mass in the Cemetery to send home our brother. I think if his family is willing to accept that, that would be a really nice tribute to send him off, because Mass in the Cemetery is just fitting for Solo while
Alex
he's
put
going
that out
down.
there. Alex put that out there. Oh, you see all that? You think quite easy.
No,
Yeah, he
well,
put his thing out there. He put it out there. So when all you do it, then he will say, you know what? I put that out
no,
there for you.
no, it wasn't
No,
like
no,
that. It
no.
wasn't
I know.
like
I know
that.
it's not
It
like
wasn't
that.
like
I know it's not. We
that.
uncensored. We can say what we want, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that is what I think of Solo, an amazing guy, of a fantastic gentleman, a good husband, and a gentle son. His mom, I mean, is in awe of him. I keep on saying is because I keep seeing Solo as alive still,
Yes.
but he has gone to rest, and we have lost a big one. This is a big song. I heard the commentators last night saying that his song is about one of two of the biggest calypso songs in Dominica of all times, and I would have to agree with them somewhat. Um, that Mass in the Cemetery is huge. They also mention NC's Humble Servant as another big song, which is true. But Tenny Shutong from Tokyo is a song that is huge as well.
I mean,
Tenny
Alex,
Shutong.
if we have to start listing songs, I mean,
Sing songs
they
that
I
huge. You get fini?
oh yes, because trust and believe there are Calypsonians, and you haven't even mentioned the likes of Hurricane and
Exactly.
of
I'm the
course
dangerous. Yes.
yes, I mean as well as Father Brick. So these songs
Yes. Workers.
are
Um,
every single king who have gone in the past have put out some big hits, and it just shows that calypso is something, and why even from a young age I fell in love with calypso. I mean I'm young still, but from a younger age I should say.
Tell you, you're still
Um,
young, you know. You're still
I,
young.
I I
You're still
mean
a
I grew up
junior. We are seniors where you're
yeah.
concerned.
He's
I grew
he's
up in a
still.
calypso household. So like calypso is something that I grew up listening to the likes of the local as well as regional
Yeah.
calypsonians, and there is a lot of growth we have seen into calypso, but it doesn't change the fact that these calypsonians of the past, the likes of Solo, Hurricane, Spider, uh, it while some have gone to pass and some are still alive, these songs are timeless and memorable and can turn up any crowd at any point in time. Once you see those, they hear the brass line of these songs, people know to just put down their bag, take off their shoes, and let go. And
It's true,
it's just the case, and
It's
you
true.
didn't even hear the words of the song yet, just the brass line. So that is what it is.
That fire, but a lot of folks are coming on, and I love to shout out my people and them that are coming on. They're saying they hearing us loud and clear. I want to big up Rhea, Junior Sen, AR Sen, Rona Amo, Bagaila, I love it. He say. We have people listening from Trinidad. I want to shout them out. There's also Hardline Fitz is in the house. Stadomite in the house. He's saying yes.
Amen.
Allison Fevrier is in the house and bigging you up, file on your performance last night. I
Last
know
night.
Daddy Chess have a something coming up there. Little he gas,
Gas, he
a
gas.
little
No gas, he gas.
he gas.
But
Fire. What can we expect? Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
talking about
Let me.
talking about big songs, Daddy's Chest Forward We Go is not an easy song. And I think the more that song grows, the older it gets, it will be
Yes,
as big, if not as big,
yes,
as Mass in the Cemetery and Humble Servant.
yes, 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 yes.
So yeah, you have to give that to Daddy Chess as well. Yeah.
File. What can we expect from you at the quarterfinals? Because the quarterfinals is in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Oh,
Yes, so
yeah.
next week Saturday,
Next week
um,
Saturday. Oh my God, it's like a week and a half. Yeah.
the 21st. Um, the thing is, with me, I'm not your typical Lavway Calypsonian. I've never, you have Lavway, you have social commentary, you have, but the idea, at the end of the day, it's Kaiso thing. But for me, I'm coming with a strong message. I believe something that is timely, something that is important for persons to take into consideration, which is the plaguing of our society of gun violence. The song is called Gangster Society. We see every month, we're hearing more and more incidents of gun violence, of young persons either getting killed or injured seriously at the hands of guns. I'm a nurse who works in the ER, so I, of course, see a number of these cases coming in, and it's really painful to see our young men who are becoming victims of this practice. And it's a song, while some may say it's a song, it's a concept that has been sung before, but it is something that cannot change the fact that, guys, it is a serious issue that we are facing in society and needs to be addressed and addressed now.
It's a reality. It's a reality. How do you feel about that, Alex?
Yeah, it is.
Living in a land where the gun is
Is
And you know,
is a
you
part of
have.
it's part of the culture, yeah. And most people don't understand how free it is for people to have guns in America, and the crime rate is high as well. But per capita, I think our crime rate is much too high. And I think the youths, some of them find ways to vent their issues. Some use violence and some don't. Those who use violence, I hope they can live long enough to at least curb themselves from it, because there's another way. And I'm never in the business of crying down young people, because I was once young, and I know if everything that I did when I was young was broadcast like it's been done now, I would be seen as a thug maybe. So it's never a good thing to cry down young people. Young people have issues, and following the COVID jail and COVID brought a lot of stress too, in this world, more stress than we had.
Indeed, indeed.
So I think we just have to find a way to listen to our young people, and to see if we can help them solve their issues in other ways other than violence. But that is a problem, and I'm happy that Fire is singing about it as a young person. And I just want to let the young people know who might be viewing that we love you. You're our future, and we will do anything to help you to navigate safely through the rough times that you might be going through now. And violence is not the answer. Let's try and solve our
Definitely not.
problems using other things.
Definitely not. Thank you very much. Fael, we want to wish you all the best. We want to
Thank
wish you
you.
all the best. We're looking forward to seeing you next week perform at the quarterfinals, and hopefully make it through to the finals. So all the best. I know both Alex and I will be tuning into you again at Stardom tent next week
Saturday.
to hear what you
Saturday.
guys.
It's on Saturday.
Sorry,
We have
Saturday.
10th on
Saturday. Why am I saying
Saturday.
next week? Because when
We have next week
Saturday.
Wednesday as well.
Yeah, but
Jail Calypso is back, so we have to attend this Saturday, of course. Starting at 8:30 after the opening of Carnival, and we'll be back again next week Wednesday with the quarterfinals presentation, where all the quarterfinalists of Stardom Calypso 10 will be coming out and having that one final public performance
for the
before
quarters.
the big night, which will be Saturday, the 21st, where the 32 Calypsonians will be competing and making their way, where 12 heads will be rolling to have 20 moving on to the final.
12 heads.
Yes. 12
And the
heads will be
man said,
rolling next
and
week
Fire still
Saturday.
has said as if confidence, because he knows his head not going to roll.
He's hoping.
I'm not overconfident, but I think that at the end of the day, that you have to approach it like anything with as much confidence as possible. You know that you have a craft, you have a message to come out, and as long as the message reaches the ears of the people, the hearts of the people, I feel that I've done my job, and the rest is in the hands of the judges.
Fael. Thank you for stopping by. Woo. Thank you very much for that, Fael, and we wish you all the best, and we hope to see you soon. All right.
Bye bye.
Yeah, man. Cheers, Fire.
Bye.
Good luck.
Oh my God. We have somebody else is in the house. Somebody else is in the house. It's uncensored. We're just coming through.
Heavy is the head, bears the crown.
Oh boy.
We're not seeing who we have then. You're not seeing, man.
Okay, great.
That's the first thing that waited so long to defend you, so he must be under pressure.
Yes, right. But I like the line you introduced me with. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And just keep that in mind as we go out throughout the season. Just keep that in mind for me, please.
Oh, Lord, man.
I'm not saying much. Just keep it in mind.
You don't come here to rush, right? You come here to talk. So don't come and give us no more so, and you're not giving us the full.
Get him to say what he's saying there.
What do you mean by that, JD? JD, what do you mean? Welcome.
Well, yes. It's a pleasure being here. Good afternoon to you and all the listeners. Good afternoon to you, Alex, my partner from Calypso days. Long time to see you, partner.
Jail have me toying.
Yeah. So, well, what I really mean is that it's going to be my first time defending, and I'm pretty excited about that. Pretty excited. And as Alex say, I'm in a unique situation in that I have waited 1, 2, this is like the third year right now
3 years.
to defend my crown. Yeah, from 2020, we're in 2023 right now. So I waited 3 years to defend my crown. So I've been patiently, anxiously waiting
And
to do that.
prayer while you were waiting.
And
Oh yes.
and it had to have been tough for JD because he's a writer and he would have had material that is now maybe stale. So he would have had to change and write new songs, and while it's antagonizing for him to wait. Because probably he had songs 2 years ago which would have been more timely then. So so he has to now come with new craft, new material all the time. So I understand, JD, what you're going through. But I mean, you're a man of wit and satire. You're a man who do your own lyrics. So I think good things are in store for the people. What can we really expect from the king?
Well, you can expect more of the same of JD, you know, more of what you have come to expect from JD. I don't want to say what it is. You all know what it is.
Some kind of
parable. You might come like spider on us, Debbie. The philosopher.
Well, the thing about it is, right? I mean, you have come to expect some. I would say most of my calypsos. Every year, I have a calypso, at least one calypso that is political. Off the bat, and the other one I try to make it more on the humorous, a little bit humor, all types of things blend in there. But one is hard politics.
Hardcore politics.
Yes, hardcore. Yeah, straight shooting type of vibes. Yeah.
I note JL, and I'm not too sure whether you saw his little snippet or advert for one of his songs that he's dropping in tribute to his dad. That too, I am waiting. I mean, that should be precious, you know.
Where you dropping tomorrow, right?
It is the plan to drop tomorrow.
It is the plan. And why we still
the thing about it is, I'm going to be straight with you. The thing about it is, the song was ready, but we had to make a few adjustments. So, if I get it this evening, it will be dropping tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not properly cooked as yet.
Well, on my end, it is cooked. I'm just waiting, just like everybody else.
If you cook on your end, give us a little piece now. Give us a little something. I mean, you cannot like leave us high and dry and just come and tell us about might come late and all them kind of story. You just say that is good on your side. It's well with your soul.
Thank you. Anyway, JL, make it a request.
That's not pressure, man. Okay, well, the song is entitled "Since You've Been Gone," and it's a song. The content of the song really is a letter written to my father, talking to him about events that have happened since his passing, and he passed in 2018, so that's going on 5 years now. In about October 2018, just 4 years. Yeah. October 23 will give it 5 years. Yes, my father. And a lot of people, my father is a man that was in the public light. A lot of people know him because, well, one, he used to be a worker at Aid Bank in the agricultural division of the Aid Bank. He actually managed the agricultural part of the Aid Bank for some time. And they also know him for being vocal when it comes to political issues and so on. So,
especially dealing with agriculture.
Especially dealing with agriculture. On Q95, they had a program called Farmer's Cry. Farmer's Cry with Mr. Louis and Mr. Telemac and Randy Aaron. Yes.
Blessed memory as well.
He's all rest in peace. Yes. And the four of them used to really hash it out when it comes to the farmers and the cry of the farmers.
Yep.
Yeah. So my father was, I would call him a type of a public figure because a lot of people knew him and what he stood for. So the song really expresses the things I see going on that he would not stand for.
Yeah.
You know, telling him all about it. Yo, since you've been gone, that has been happening. That has been happening. You know.
You
I
know,
know
you know,
Jill
you
about
know,
the
you
piece.
give us a whole lot of story there. And I just want to say, I just want to say,
All you want is a first
okay.
jail.
Okay.
I know, all I want to say,
Okay, let's go. Let me see if I can sing that with my. Daddy, I'm writing you this letter. Might be the first of many since you've been gone. From you left us in 2018, oh gosh, there's been so much going on. I must say, mommy, your grandsons, my siblings and I are holding on. It must be your many teachings and your example of living naturally prepared us to be strong. So on and conquering a pandemic that wiped out so many lives. Though it was tough, we survived. And I know it has not been easy, the way things in this country set. Every other day is another thing on we chest. Since you've been gone, Dad, the cost of living got higher. Since you've been gone, but we salary are growing none. Since you've been gone, Ukraine got invaded by Russia. Since you've been gone, price of gas exploding like bomb. Since you've been gone, Domlet got reclaimed by Dominica. Since you've been gone, still we bill higher than the moon. Since you've been gone, food and groceries climbing ladder that. Since you've been gone, with no sight of them coming down. So the guaya for Dominicans getting worse everywhere you turn. Since you've been gone. Do you have that enough for you?
Why? Boy, why, yeah. Boy, let me tell you something. Not easy, not simple. Fellas have to go and rewrite.
well, I suspect that season is going to be a season of some very good calypsos. I just have a feeling.
Food wait for food climbing ladder there, but how it climb? I see the food.
Vividly.
A black, a big beans.
Let me tell you, to see a thing on a shelf there, and because of your financial situation, you can't reach it. That is how the food climbing the ladder.
Boy, that's a metaphor, we boy.
Boy, look sorry.
Wow.
You hold me.
Huge.
You hold me.
Huge.
You hold me. Mm-hmm. You hold me.
It's the
Yeah,
music.
Rona said you hold
I'm feeling the music already.
You can. I know you can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That song, yeah. When that song, actually the idea to write a song like that, a letter to my dad, has been in the back of my mind for
since
more than a year, maybe a couple of years now. But it's only this year I really sit down and a couple of other people actually brought up the idea to me, and I say, but you know, I've been thinking about that all the time. So I actually attacked it, and then we have something to work with.
Ask for a second verse, but I too greedy. You
have to wait for tomorrow. You have to wait.
Or the day after, when it will launch. When it really cook.
Very soon.
Launch and make sure you send us a piece of it so we can run right
yeah,
now.
That's a huge preview. That's a huge preview.
I appreciate it.
That's a huge preview.
I have my way.
Yeah, man. That is a blessing. That's a
Alex,
blessing to get that preview. Yeah, I would have never asked for it, no? Boy.
I truly appreciate it. I mean, first time right here. I mean, without music and all of that, it's just it sounds so good already.
Yeah, but I mean, and that is what Calypso is about. You know, Calypso is about the people. So anytime, any platform I on, wherever I go, it doesn't matter. I try to, you know, please the people and give them something to appreciate. Give them something to go and think about. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and something to appreciate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alex, you there? Yeah, I see you stick for a second, Alex. Alex, you still there? Alex sticking.
Yeah, man, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
What happened,
I'm
Alex? The
just here
song
taking
took you
in
back? Took you
the
back for a
raining
moment?
morning. No, 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 no. I am just here. I mean, reminiscing, because Kaiso brings such a bright spirit and such an energy that when he drops it, this is the king. I mean, this is the defending monarch. I mean, he drops something. You don't know how huge that is. I
I know
remember
it.
when Hurricane. Yeah, I remember when that was a special
Mm.
moment was created there. When Hurricane came to the studio, I was at Kyrie FM at the time, the original Kyrie, and he had
Yeah.
unarmed but dangerous. And he
Wow.
came, he said,
But dangerous.
yeah, he come on my show because at that time I was aggressive for the Calypsos, the new Calypsos, and he said, I come, Powell, it cook, it raw, it just ready, it hot still. And he dropped that song on Kyrie by Miss Me that afternoon. I shivered and I said, that's it, Krong. Krong! Krong! And Hurricane
Yeah,
was just
man.
like JD. I remember just like no, simple, ordinary. He dropped it. I say, boy, you have something there, boy. He said, I tell you that, I tell you
This is
that. And
wonderful.
Hurricane gone Krong. So if JD does what he has to do, and I know JD has the ability to deliver, and he delivers it well, and nobody else comes close to him. I think JD can repeat. He can, based on what he has so far. I have not told everybody, but knowing JD's character and his strength on stage, if he does that song well, he's going to cause some problem in the park.
Well,
Yes.
thank you for that, Alex. Thank you for that.
Yeah, he's going to cause some
and
problem.
but I just have a feeling that this year is going to be a big year, man. Because there
This
are a
is
lot
a
of
big year for
calypsos.
a lot of things, for a lot of reasons.
There are a lot of calypsos we haven't heard yet, and from very good calypsonians. So, and I think in the coming week or so, you will start to see the form of how exactly the final is going to be and so on.
But it is
And I
shaping up
just have
already,
a feeling,
It is
yeah,
shaping up like
man,
that
yeah,
already. I
man.
mean, Observer has a
Hmm.
very interesting song.
Yeah,
This
I
newcomer.
was just listening to it a while ago.
Let me tell you,
That's
I
not a,
like I'm there.
that's
What
not an
he said
easy
that for
song,
me.
too.
He
Yeah,
said that for
yeah.
me, eh? And I it's saying the backside, inside. My backside, outside going.
I
Let me
can
tell you.
see.
That song.
Yeah, there are a number of great songs, man. I think, as Jerry, you're right. I
Yeah,
think we're gonna have a huge year of calypsos. Yeah.
yeah, man. I believe so. And the thing about it is, I think even in participation too, because um, as for the past 2 years we have been virtual, and this year we're coming out with the full thing, the two wrong show, and I anticipate that we should have a lot of visitors for Carnival, man, just like we had
I get man can't
for,
get
for
flights,
Creole
so we should
Festival.
man can't get flights. Man might sell
Exactly.
out.
So
Yes,
I just have a
some.
feeling everything is going to be big and nice, and that is the thing I like. I want it to turn out well, and for everybody to put their best foot, like I am going to do. And yeah, may the best man win.
Oh,
I
woman.
always say, and I don't,
Oh
I
man,
think
sorry. Yes.
probably I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Dominican, but Dominica has like the best carnival. Creole Festival is great, all fun and great, but Dominica has the best carnival. And let me tell you, I've carnival there. If
Yeah.
Alex knows, I've
Yep.
carnivaled and I've gone to
The
quite a few
A few
countries.
carnivals. Yes. The thing about our carnival is it's unique. It is spontaneous
Unique.
and
Mm.
unique and spontaneous, and a little bit traditional as well. So we have a
Hmm.
mix of different carnivals whereby Rio has a great carnival, but it is contemporary. Trinidad
Very
has
much
an
so.
interesting carnival. It is what it is. Trinidad carnival is unique in its own way.
I
But
think
Yeah.
I think Trinidad has really great fets. Like the
yeah,
parties are really good. You can go up, but the carnival is very commercialized. So you go to
well,
I go to watch people in costume. Whereas in Dominica, like
it
I feel
is.
like
It,
you can
it
you
comes from
can
different. Yeah,
let me
comes
tell
from.
you, one year I fell down. I fell down in carnival. And you swear my elbow, like my elbow left. It was carnival month Tuesday. My elbow left. I don't know where it went. It went somewhere. And everybody's like, Jay, let's bring you to the hospital. I say, tomorrow, Ash Wednesday, we'll go hospital. We'll go hospital. And I jump the whole carnival like that, Wakupe, right? The whole
Probably.
carnival because I did not want to go to the hospital. It was crazy, that was crazy, but I mean, we just have special carnival, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I know this year. The theme has been what is it called? Mas Alawi.
That's the theme? I thought that was just for the opening.
Well, that is, I think that's the always
The
real mass
general
though.
theme?
It's always real mass, but it's Masalawi, and they're incorporating that because I see a lot of hashtags going on about that, and I think it's such a great initiative. But JD, I have a question for you because we're talking about carnival, and I want to talk about you. Alex and I were talking last night, and it dawned on me, and I said, probably I should ask JD that question when he come on. I don't want to ask you what you do, but I want to ask you what you've seen done backstage. What sort of superstitions you've seen Calypsonians? Because Alex and I were talking about, some people will wear their I think he dropped. I think we lost JD for a second there.
He'll come back
He'll come back. He'll come back, and I think he was just trying to. But Alex, we were talking last night about the kinds of superstitions,
the mysticisms of the backstage.
Let me tell you, what are some of the things you've heard go on backstage?
Well, I know I have seen. I mean, well, it was worse before.
I know I have seen. I have.
There was a time. There was a time when Hurricane sang the unarmed song. Hurricane came with like a coal pot, and he put a gum, and he started burning his gum in the coal pot, and he have a big fan, and fanning, so that gum smoke was going all in the backyard, all in the backstage, and fellas start complaining. How comes Hurricane can be burning gum there? Hurricane says he wants to burn his gum. That's his inspiration. And his wife just fanning that thing, and just everybody bombarded by the gum, and Hurricane does sit in front of the coal pot like that, just like that Hurricane in front of the coal pot all night. So that was one. And then Picky is another character. Picky backstage. Picky was big. I think he had that was in Pottersville Savannah. No, it was in the where the former. It was in Goodwill. No, it wasn't. Where it was, boy. Anyway, it was one of those areas. And Picky backstage behind a curtain, man. And Picky just there squeezing between his leg. I don't know what he holding in front of his. And Picky just squeezing, man, squeezing. I say he gonna burst it, man, tonight. Picky squeezing. Next thing, Scrunter pass. Picky make a monkey trick for Scrunter. Scrunter freak out, and Scrunter went on stage and lose his voice on stage,
Oh my
Oh,
God!
that was that you.
Yeah, Picky says Scrunter, and Scrunter says Picky that do Obiodi.
Yeah, do that.
To lose his voice, boy. When, and other things, I mean, General Natty and these guys, I mean, you can't pass close to them fellas. So it was more fierce back then than it is now. But there is still that aura of MySpace. And JD can tell you, JD Space is JD Space.
Yeah, for sure.
What are some of the things if you want to share? I don't want to give out all your thing, but I prefer you say what you've seen happen. What have you seen done backstage that just have you like, boy, it's serious?
Actually, I haven't seen anything like. Probably I haven't been looking for that, but I haven't seen anything that raised an alarm to me to say, boy, what's going on here or something like that. I have heard people talking, like Alex talked about Picky. When I just came in Calypso, Picky always used to give me little advice because he knew my father well, and actually he was our neighbor at one time in Point Michelle, just for a short while. So he always used to give me little advice and things, especially on how to carry my voice and so on. Some real good advice that I took seriously. And then sometimes he would tell me certain things like wear your underpants in the wrong side and those kind of things. But for me, I never take on those things.
Somebody had to carry some shoes at.
Oh yes.
Carry some bags. little thing just to psych people off, man. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
anything
yeah,
per se in a jail. It is just tricks, little zest. Because Calypso is
yeah.
it come with all those little things. I mean, there was one time, and that not it wasn't a zest. That was just madness. Intruder come backstage with a donkey. The man, was the donkey or cow? Or cow? Or cow?
A
Sorry.
go, a go.
The man brought us a call backstage, boy. We there pull up, boy, in the
Was it
same
here?
in the same grammar school grounds, boy. So we
Yeah,
there,
Carnival
the,
City.
the back door open, boy, and a little farmer man there just jump inside there with a cow, and the cow just jump in there, broke hooks. The first thing the cow did when he jump in there, he defecated. And
My
when you see
God.
fresh cow poo poo, not
Ooh.
boy, and then Fred, we start to come bring the cow on stage to perform. If you want to milk the cow, feed the cow backstage. No man, I mean that was an error. It was a miscalculation. It was a misjudgment. The production people should have known, and Intruder should have had his cow maybe somewhere else, not backstage for us.
True.
Why when the cow invaded, fellas start taking cover. So there have been
But
some
Jay,
interesting moves.
Yes.
Jay, in terms of seeing things backstage, that is why Calypso Jan is important to have a team with you to,
To protect
like
you.
not only, yes, to be around you, to protect you from certain people, because, a lot of people, I guess those things, although I don't delve into or actually believe in those things too much, but I know there are people who believe in it and it might exist. And there are people who try those things.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like I was saying, it's important to have a team with you. Um, Whoever it is, your close people,
Yeah.
tell them, yo, you want this from them, that keep whoever away from you, if that's what you feel.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's important. But I mean, for me, I don't take that too seriously, for real. But at the same time, if you're somebody that believe in those things, make sure your team can fend certain people
Follow with
away.
it, with you through it.
Fellas,
Yeah,
fellas are passing their hand in fellas' hair, in their face, all kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah, man. And
yeah,
any
man.
little thing can psych you off, on the last moment.
Laughing
Hmm.
about the call. We were talking about the call. Somebody says Fred was that bring the call on stage, a whole call.
Yeah, man.
When I say that,
Uh,
Beverly said I was at that show. Lord have mercy.
but you see,
Exist.
Beverly was not backstage when the call came backstage. Man passed the call backstage like a performer.
Oh my gosh. JD, I'm happy that you
Uh,
could share with us. What do you plan? Some of your tactics in getting prepared. What give us? Because I tell Alex next year I gonna sing Calypso. I've been saying that for
mhm.
years, so don't pay attention to me. I just talking shit. But I could, you never know. If I get a really good song that resonates with me, I might decide to go. So, what's some tips that you'd like to give to somebody like me who might be thinking of calypso? Because you're not very long on the scene. Like you're not even 10 years since you've
No,
been
no.
seeing calypso. What would you give to somebody who's probably thinking about it, probably looking at the show right now and saying, "Boy, I would love to do this. These people seem to be having so much fun." What are some tips you'd give to somebody fresh?
Well, one of the things I would say is one of the things I do is I try to look at every performance I can look at. Everybody. Well, not on competition night, but mostly on the tent
Oh,
nights.
Mm-hmm.
I stand up and I look. A lot of people tell me, but you're not partying, man, it's tent and thing. But you look and you can learn a lot from just looking. You can learn a lot. Even if it's tent and they're not competing. A lot of people use the tent as a
Practice.
practice for competition. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're drawing closer to the final days.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always good to look at performers and see what you can draw from them. I
Mm-hmm.
also I am somebody who also listen to everybody who talk to me. I wouldn't take everybody advice, but I will listen to everybody. From it can be walks up that come and tell me, something, I will listen. When I go home, I'll play it back in my mind and say, and decide whether Walks Up was, boy, Walks Up at a point, or, boy, imagine me still talking, I'll just leave that alone. And it don't have to be Walks, it could be Walks Up or the highest person, like, okay, that is the most strong man. I listen to everybody. I take what I need to take from the conversation or from the advice. So that's so many things I learned over the years. Well, I have been doing that from since I joined Calypso. That's how I have been. And I remember I was in the tent and observer come up to me like that same party thing. Boy, it's a tent, boy, free up yourself and whatever. I say that's just me, man. I can have a drink. It's not nothing wrong in having a drink, but I not in the love waiting because I mean competition is competition, and all along the way you're preparing,
Yes.
So you have to take it seriously. Observer is a man. He been there, done that, so he can go and party if he want, and he know the ropes already, But me coming up, I looking at the scene, and that's the thing. What I take that in my writing too is like I try to draw. Like remember before I started singing, I was a fan of Calypso, just like everybody else, So every year I used to listen to Calypsos on the radio, the competition nights, the tent nights. I used to be listening. And well, when I was old enough to go, I'd be going to the shows, the finals. From the year Dice came in, I don't think I ever missed a final.
Wow.
I think Dice was one of the people that draw a lot of young people into
I have to agree.
into Calypso, right? Yeah, and I was one of them. I was one of them that was influenced by him. And at the time, when Dice came out at the time, Dice and I should be generally around the same age, right? But at the time when he came out, I was way too shy. I was way too shy to enter Calypso. Tell you straight. Wow. I had to build up that confidence over the years.
What made you want to come out though? What was it that did it for you and you said yes?
Well, I always loved music. I always see myself doing something in music, and I always love singing, but I was never that type of person to be in front. I remember there was a band called a reggae band. What's the name? Kindreds. I don't know if you know that band, Alex.
Yeah, man.
Kindreds. Jamaica. He just passed last year. He used to manage Kindreds.
Yeah.
And they used to practice in Point Michelle in Ken Richards' house, in Malcolm Richards, Ken Richards' son, right? And I used to be there every night. Every time they have practice, I would be there. I would just be there in the background, checking the vibes, listening to the music, seeing how fellas carrying themselves and whatever. And I remember the first year I sang Calypso, Chinaman. Jamaica met me. Jamaica is the manager. Jamaica say, Jude, I can't believe that. All the time you have that talent there and you're hiding that. Yeah. So I am that type of person, that observant. I would be in front, I would lay back and observe everything. That's who I am naturally. And I think it lends to my writing too, because for you to be able to be a good writer, you have to be a good observer. You have to observe things. You have to observe the way things are written, the way, And
the interesting thing about JD JL is that he's a storyteller. He's not just a writer. He's a storyteller. You see this song to his dad, the tribute, the letter. That's a story.
Take it that from me. He's like, I want you to know.
He writes stories in the form of songs.
Yeah.
And he presents those well. So that is his suit. That's his strong point. As we spoke about Dice last time, we said Dice becomes the song. JD makes the song. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for JD. That's he's lethal. JD, the future is bright for him in Calypso. He may not always win, but he will always be a Calypsonian who will bring the goods on the night. So that's what he is. He is a storyteller writer who performs the stories in song, and that's Calypso. That's the beauty of Calypso.
You ready to
Yeah.
deliver? You ready to deliver?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, after all, I'm actually eager. I'm actually eager to deliver, especially that song. It means so much to me, man. I think I put a lot into that. When I started writing the song, I kind of hit a block where I couldn't go further, and I said, "Nah, man, I have to make sure I get through with that." Yeah, so I gave it a break, maybe a couple of weeks, not writing anything. And when I came back, it started coming back. Because you see, the thing about when I write, before I start writing, a lot of it have to be up there already, in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of it have to be in the head, and it's like when I come down to write, it almost have to just flow, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's the type of person I am. Because I remember when I wrote Chinaman, it didn't take that long, Chinaman didn't take that long to write. In the space of like 2 weeks, I had the song already. It's just like what you call it, minor adjustments and so on to make. But that song this year, Since You've Been Gone, I think it took me a little while. It really challenged me, I would say, because you see that type of song now. For me, there is so much you can say. So it's like, what do you say and what do you leave out?
You have to make
And
sense,
still-
and have to also tell the story you're trying to tell.
Right. And at the same time, there's like there would be some stuff you want to say, but you checking, boy, you don't have space for it in the song. Yeah. So that was the
JD,
challenge I had with that song. Mhm.
we really have to get you back on closer to February 18th. February 18th is my birthday.
Oh, really?
Closer to February 18th. We have to get you back on to talk some more, because I can tell you have so much to say. You went from being this shy person, and now you have so much to say, and we hope that you can talk to us a little bit about your second song, which I'm sure you're probably cooking, and everything else
Yep.
that is in store for us for this year. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Yeah, man. Well, let me just say, I also wrote for Mighty D. Yeah? That's Picky's grandson, Mighty D. So look out for that.
Nice.
Talking Dogs is the name. Yeah. So look.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes. Yeah. Stopping by, JD. We really appreciate you. Anybody you want to shout out before you head out?
Well, I would just like to shout out everybody who's listening, all the lovers of Calypso, all the Dominicans, the lovers of Dominica. I mean, the art form is Dominican and we support it well, and we have to continue to do that. And we love Dominica. All of us who sing about the issues we are confronting is because we want to see better, So that's what Calypso is about, and I hope everybody enjoy the season coming up.
JD.
Yeah, man. Cheers, my brother.
I admire muscles and figures.
Muscles and figures.
Winding down the way they took your big bottom.
Yeah, big bottom.
I think
Why?
from creation, that is what tempted. Baby, must you playing, baby, must you playing. I like it when you cock up in the air. Must you playing, must you playing.
That's what I like. That's what I like, man.
Oh gosh, it was so good to have two wonderful Calypsonians join us here. The right side. Side.
Jail beam.
Many celebrate under me.
I laugh, I want to know.
With all my fingers. All my fingers. Oh my god, it was awesome. It was awesome having them come by and stop off, stop off and talk to us, right, Alex?
Yeah, man, that was pretty cool, man. It was really, really fantastic. I mean, we started this.
Tired, man, Alex. You laughed, man.
No, man, not tired. I'm just kind of trying to sustain my exuberance. Uja fou, I can't be fou same like you. Ufu, moi fou. I'm just humbled by the greatness, of everything else. Fire is tremendous, and the king. I mean, he was awesome, and he's actually paying tribute to his dad, his dad that he lost, and it's a big moment just happened there, a real big moment. So those things humble me,
You got it too.
Yeah, those things humble
Nobody
me.
hates it.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it
Right
was heard
here.
first, man. Uncensored. I'm thinking to jail that on the night of the show, although you like probably to watch, and I prefer to watch the show, but you could do a special, so not really together with the show, probably after the show or something, I don't know, but think of doing something on the night of the competition. I don't know, maybe pre-show or to be nice,
It would be nice if we get digital to sponsor, for the go backstage and feed it in probably, so we can have people on the outside kind of get what's going on.
And our things stop at the show, and then you could have a post-mortem of every show, a little
all them
feedback.
superstitions. You think people want to come and talk to me, they'll say, but it's jail, that's cause. Boy, but people want to say it's jail, that's cause them who think there's something wrong. You think I want them kind of untidiness in my life? I don't have to leave me a pot sham. I don't have enough. I mean, leave me a pot sham. Alex, brother, I keep forward.
Yeah.
You and them too. My fence already so low. I'm to say J lucky festa. They catch from. All that you hear. They catch from. Last two But
you know of the joke that your Mr. Edison James made on your father.
What was the joke?
Boy, MJ and AJ were two political candidates. One Freedom, one Labour. So Mr. James was speaking in Vegas, man. And he says, ladies and gentlemen, you have no choice but to vote for our candidate. Because AJ is our joke. MJ is more joke. So vote for VB, the very best. Vernice Bellamy. Why, I can never forget when he said that, but that was just something else.
That was a while ago. That was
94-ish, 90, somewhere there. In the 90s.
In the early 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Because my father only ran once, which is 1990.
90, it should have been 90. No, he ran in 1990, he ran. Because workers ran in, when did they run? No, it was in 89, 90, yes, you're right. That was the first time they ran, in 90. They came out in 88, they ran in 90, they won in 95. Yeah, you're right.
Because in 95, my father supported workers.
Yeah, it would have been, yes. It would have been the election season of 1990, probably there about, maybe 1990. You're right. And yeah, man, Mr. James said, AJ is a joke. Maynard is more joke.
More joke.
Vernice Bellamy is the very best.
Very
VB. I think she actually won that year.
Yes.
Yeah.
She won in 95.
Oh, she didn't win in 90.
She won in 95. She won.
She didn't win in 90.
She won in 90. She won in 90.
Yeah, man. She was in the house in 1990.
Yes. She did very
I mean,
nicely.
this wasn't
And
easy, boy, on a platform, boy.
I know, I
Yeah, so
know.
yeah, I
It
remember
was
that
it
was.
was awesome. It was awesome having you hang out here with me,
It's a
Alex. Alex,
pleasure,
you coming
Jill.
back now?
Anytime, man. Just let me know, my dear sister. Anytime, anything for you.
Hey!
Yeah.
It's not phonics. It's not chemistry. It's not biology. It's not maths.
What are
Language
you?
arts.
What are you did?
Politics.
You drink something, man.
No, you the Sue one, and I'm the Sue one. Don't try that. Yeah,
Okay,
Woogie
okay.
Sue. Must Sue.
Okay,
Guys,
Papa.
it was a pleasure. Thank you very much. All
Yeah,
those of
man.
you who tuned
Look
in,
at the.
big up yourselves. Thank you very much. Wait. Let's pay some bills before we go.
Yeah,
Before
man.
then, we gotta pay the bills. We cannot left them unpaid. We gotta pay
Yeah.
the bills. So let's do that. Let's do that. Right. So want to big up our sponsors. Thank you very much for supporting us with this year around, this time around. We really appreciate you, and we have another sponsor. Big up to Bloombox.
Uh,
Yes, I read Alex. Yes, I
These are well created, man. Just JL, man. These are lovely, lovely, man. I just love the feel of your production and everything else.
love it. You love it. Sorry, let me hide that. Let me hide that. What you like? What you like?
The tone of the production. It's not loud, but it's just nice. It's
Let me tell you,
soft.
the people don't know the amount of work I just have to do to put
It has to
Let me
because
tell you,
it
I work.
feels good. It feels good.
In,
Well,
I work in. I work in. I wanna,
yeah,
you
man.
know, I wanna continue to be able to produce content for people so that folks can watch me and enjoy. You know.
Seasonal content, not just but throughout the season have different things. So
Yes.
Valentine's you have Valentine content, and
Yes.
Carnival content. Whatever time, just create
Yes.
stuff, put
So,
stuff
so
out
I
there.
have another show. I have another show. It's called Run the Track and Talk. So,
Okay.
we had our first guest was last week. We had Selector Urban, and
Yeah,
it was a really good show. I'm not gonna lie, it was a
I
really good
like Urban. I
show.
like him. I
It
like
was the
Selector Urban.
first one. That's my DJ. That's my DJ. And
The boy
and
bad. I like him.
it's a show that introduces new music and artists to the public, whether they're local or international. So it's called Run the Track and Talk, and we hope that we can continue to have this on a regular basis. I have a few people who are going to be coming up over the next couple of weeks, so I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to see who will come on. And then next week
Hmm.
I also have the Queens are coming on,
Yeah, you
so
told
the
me
Queen
so.
contestants will be on the exclusive interview with yours truly. I think I'll probably stay on social media for quite some time. I don't think I'll be. Everybody's asking me, "You coming back on radio?" I don't think so.
That's your thing, man. You own
you know,
this. Well, not own, but you control this. You know what I'm saying? So that's your
yeah,
space.
that's my space.
Build your
Um,
brand, man. Build your space, man. Build your platform. Man.
and I'm
Radio will
comfortable
come to
there.
you. Radio will come to
Go
you. You don't have to
there,
go to
and
radio.
when they come and they have to come good, we talking five figures, yo.
But of course, of course.
We talking five figures. Alex, I hope that you can come back and join me again. I hope you're
Yeah,
coming
man.
back next week and I didn't intimidate you because I can be a bit intimidating.
Yeah,
Um,
but I'm accustomed to you. You know, I'm very comfortable with you. You have a big back, but you don't. Your bite does not commensurate with your back.
you haven't been
Um,
bitten by me yet, so don't try that.
so people have to just understand you, man. And I have
Mm,
understood you, JL. You're a good
okay.
person. You're a good people. Yeah.
You hear that? I'm good people. Boom. Thank you guys. Thank you every single one of you who dropped in and stopped by, who shared the live. And if you have not, I encourage you to go ahead and share it right now. Share it, share the live, let somebody know, tag somebody, tag a friend. And I hope to see you guys back here. Same time, same place. Alex will probably join me. If you're not too soon, if you're not too soon, you might join me again next week for another Calypso Uncensored. I want to big up the Dominica Calypso Association, Observer, and the rest of the team for really supporting this initiative as well. Observer has been helping me in terms of getting all of the Calypsonians informed and knowing that they can come on this platform and speak. So I want to big up Observer, and thank you very much for the support. Alex, thank you so much to you.
Cheers, man. Have a wonderful evening. Okay, take care.
You as well.
Yeah,
Bye-bye. All right, guys, that's it. We done. We done. Have a good night. Peace out.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.